State
Click on the
rolling
line, Norm, if you can.
in 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Meg, you went through more hairstyles in this film.
Yeah, it's true. First, my aerodynamic 70s do, with wings. So, like, the top of you is like Farrah Fawcett Majors from Charlie's Angels. That's like your dream of who you are. And then, of course, the lovely and business-like Page Boy. And then, who knows what after that. Yeah, a lot of different hair.
How'd you like this film?
I love this movie. I love this movie. I think it's a very smart movie. It's a very universal movie. And there are great people involved with it. Billy and Rob Reiner, just a lot of great people.
This is a role that you really could sink your teeth into, huh?
Yeah,
You seem to shine a little bit.
Well, it's a good role, and
Yeah.
those things don't come along very often. You know, it's smart, it's character based, there's something real that she's going through, and I like the span of it and the scope of it. And it's my first real lead, so I like it.
I saw an interview where you said you don't think you're a great actress, but you're growing and learning as you go.
Yeah.
Was this a good learning experience for you?
Oh, unquestionably. I mean, for a lot of reasons. For the reason that it's a lead, it's a different way of, it's an entirely different thing when you do a lead in a movie. When the script supports you and the director and the other when it's all busy supporting you, you know, a lot of your work is done. But yeah, I learned a lot about comedy, and I learned a lot about relaxing in this movie.
How was Rob on the set? Was he pretty giving as far as letting you guys kind of run with it a little bit, or was it pretty tight?
He you know, depended on different things. I mean, different. He always went with an idea, at least tried an idea that either of us would have. And he's a great audience. That's probably the best thing about it, because when you're doing a comedy without an audience, you don't know, you know, exactly what people are laughing at, but he has a real understand. I mean, he's mathematical about it. You know, he's got the 1, 2, 3 beats, and that's funny on the third beat and not on the second. And he understands the music of comedy, when, you know, you can say things certain ways, but if you somehow just punch a funny word, like words that start with K, you know, there are all these little rules I never knew about before. I don't know if it's K. I can't remember if it's K or D. It's probably K.
I think it is K.
K sounds funnier just saying it. K, D, K. K's funny.
Did you get more comedy tips from Billy or Rob?
Well, mostly it was by example. You know, I mean, they just think in funny ways. I always was saying to Billy, you know, what is it like to just drive home in your car and just like be alone with your mind? Don't you just laugh? I mean, he's a truly funny guy. And I just remember one scene in particular, that when we're in the it's the beginning of the movie where we're just first meeting each other, and we're in the diner, and he's kind of, and he has this thing about where he's saying, "Ride me, Big Sheldon, do me, Big Sheldon," and he was, when we were doing it that day, he was coming up with all this other stuff, and he was on camera, and I completely was messing up his things because I was just guffawing out loud. So they're very funny people.
One scene that you'll probably be remembered for a long time is the orgasm scene in the restaurant.
Yeah, proving my point.
Was that fun?
It's a hard scene to do.
Yeah.
I know. It's just a hard thing to do, because it's like, when was the last time you looked at your script and went, okay, now, because I wrote it all down, what happens next. And also, it was all an open set, and there were like 200 people you don't know. At the end of the thing, the whole crew, they chipped in and bought me this huge salami. So I figured maybe, you know, I did it right.
The film poses a question. Can men and women be friends? What's your opinion? Just friends?
It does pose the question. It was engendered a lot of lively discussion on this thing. I have plenty of men friends, and there is no sex involved. So I feel like, yeah, we can be friends, but...
Best friends?
I don't know. I think more of the point is that the basis of a great love affair is usually a great friendship, or is ideally a great friendship, and I believe that. So, you know, we noodle all around this point, you know.
Do you think that this film will maybe lead to more comedic roles for you? Do you want that? Do you want to do a little more?
Yeah,
bit more
because
comedy?
you know something, it's really hard, and it challenges me. It's a really hard thing to do a comedy, because in the end, it takes a lot of preparation. In the end, it's just doing it, and you just have to have fun. But yeah, I'm interested by the challenge. I'm doing a comedy right now with Tom Hanks. So, yeah, I hope it'll lead to more of those.
People in your position, celebrities, so to speak, are always subject to being on the 10 best or the 10 worst dressed list.
Oh, yes,
Now,
I'm the worst dressed.
I'm doing a piece on, side piece on people describing their own look.
Oh.
How would you describe Meg Ryan's look and your way of dressing?
My look? I guess the best way to describe it is that you can't. I can't really, I don't know. I mean, it changes all the time. I get in my moods and I look bad, and then I get in my moods and I look good. I don't know.
You don't have a set way of dressing or a set, like, mentality when you go shopping?
I don't like suits. It's the only thing I can tell you. I don't like suits, and I don't like stockings. You know, beige stockings. So that's as much as you're going to get from me on this subject.
Are you having fun? You seem to be really enjoying
Oh, I'm
this.
having a blast. I couldn't want anything more right now in terms of my career. I'm in a really good place.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
was
Nice
a
talking to
pleasure.
you.